Jason Kidd, one of the most gifted point guards in NBA history, known for his unmatched court vision, basketball IQ, and incredible passing ability. An NBA champion, a two-time Olympic gold champion, Kidd became a true force in the game, but behind his success and accolades lies a man whose career was shadowed by personal issues and controversy, like the 2001 freeze timeout.
If he gives you one on a miss, then you only need a two to tie with plenty of time to push in transition. Just over 8 seconds remaining.
Nets have no timeouts remaining. 8.3 on the clock. Taking a drink and whoa.
This is the story of Jason Kidd. The rise, the accolades, and the problems that shadowed his legacy. The problems that the NBA is trying to hide in disguise. Born in 1973 in San Francisco, California, Jason Kidd was raised in a basketball family. From a young age, he was known for his incredible basketball skills. Growing up in the heart of California, Kidd played in one of the most competitive environments, which helped shape him into the player he would become. By the time he reached high school, Kidd had already established himself as one of the most young talented players in the nation. He played at St. Joseph North Dame High School in Alameda, California, where he led his team to a state championship in 1992. One thing I applaud Kidd for was that he won at every level, whether it was high school, college, or in the NBA. Kidd's skill set, combined with his leadership on the court, earned him California's Mr. Basketball honors in 1992, and he was named a McDonald's All-American that same year. His high school career was marked by his exceptional vision, passing, and scoring ability. He averaged 25.1 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, and 6.8 assists per game during the senior season. In 1991, he chose to play for the University of California, Berkeley, in his hometown, where he made immediate impact. In his freshman year, Kidd was named the Pac-10 Player of the Year and led the Golden Bears to the NCAA tournament. As we know, in college, everybody is highly recruited, especially in them big schools like UCLA, Duke, North Carolina. But the fact that he would still be able to average 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists, it demonstrated how good to a team he contributed in every area possible. By his sophomore year, Kidd's stock had risen so high declared for the 1994 NBA draft, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most promising young guards in college basketball history. In 1994, Kidd's NBA dreams came true when he was selected by the Dallas Mavericks as the second overall pick in the NBA draft. From the beginning, Kidd's impacts were undeniable. His passing ability was often described as magical, as he's often compared to Magic Johnson. I think that the league was kind of new to his play style. As you're looking at right now, the one behind the back passes, stuff that Steve Nash was doing. I think he's one of the first people to, bring that into the NBA. Kidd played for the Mavericks, the Suns, and the New Jersey Nets. He was a 10-time All-Star, 5-time NBA All-Team selection, and an NBA champion with the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. Known as one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game, Kidd retired with over 17,000 assists, the third most in NBA history at the time. But for all Kidd's on-court brilliance, his personal life has been marred by serious issues. In 2001, Jason Kidd found himself at the center of controversy that will leave a lasting stain on his reputation. The former Phoenix Suns guard was arrested for domestic abuse following an incident with his then wife, Juwama Kidd. The couple's relationship had been publicly visible for years, and this violent episode made headlines, casting a long shadow over Kidd's career and personal life. The incident, which involved a physical altercation between Kidd and his wife, was disturbing to many fans and observers. Kidd pled guilty to spousal abuse, and he was sentenced to probation alongside with mandatory anger management classes and counseling. In an era where domestic violence was a topic that still didn't receive enough public attention as it should. As you know, this wasn't just a small blemish on Kidd's record. The case became a vocal point, a casting shadow on his accomplishments. Kidd was at the peak of his career at the time. He had multiple All-Star appearances and was widely regarded as one of the best point guards in the game. However, this scandal quickly became the topic of discussion in the media, often overshadowing his basketball brilliance. After the domestic abuse incident in 2001, Jason Kidd's marriage to Juwama Kidd had faced increasing strain. Despite attempts of reconciliation, the couple's relationship continued to destroy, and in 2007 they filed for divorce. The split was highly publicized, with custody battles over their 2 children adding fuel to the fire. Over time, he went through the required counseling, acknowledged the flaws in his character, and worked to rebuild his image. He did it both publicly and privately. Kidd's admission of guilt was followed by a commitment to improve himself and his relationships. His journey towards redemption was not quick, but Kidd did make a conscious effort to grow beyond his past mistakes. Jason Kidd's legacy is one to remember. He's a Hall of Famer, an NBA champion, and a player whose visions and passing redefined the point guard position. But his off-court issues remind us that even the most talented individuals can have their demons. This is the story of Jason Kidd,